see, right here. Right there. He's gonna make a liar out of me. Yeah, he's in that branch right above. There were two of them. Well, actually, there were three of them, and then they were fighting. There were two bald eagles. I think that was J.D. Vance and Donald Trump contemplating on how to MAGA. And then a turkey buzzard flew in and introduced himself. Hi, I'm Dem Bones, knucklehead. You garbage people. Hello, hi. Cement Shoes, it's good to see you. See that? Oh, it's hard to see. I don't have a good camera. Anyway, I've been watching this all morning, or not afternoon, all afternoon. So one of them flew off. So there's just one left in the trees above our house. Not above our house, but above the property out here in Eagle Creek, which is a few hundred feet over the edge of Boring, Oregon. Yeah, you can see it. These are great big eagles. Been a while. I miss laughing at you. I miss laughing too. My back, my spine. Oh, I need to have surgery, and I have high blood pressure. So the doctor wanted me to lose 15 pounds. I've lost almost 20, and he wants me to exercise. Well, how can you exercise when your back is out of whack? Well, guess what I got? Oops. A catio. I got a 15-foot long swim spa with exercise package to it. I was going to get the aqua bike. That's $2,400. And once you put it in the swim spa, you can't get it out. So, what a beautiful day. It's fall. Look at these colors. I didn't see what you wrote. Just write it again or post it again. My old lady eyes. Yeah. Look at this. Would you pay $1 million for this view? Somebody offered us over $1 million. We said, yeah. Where are we going to go? To the stove? They said, well, why don't you move into town in an old folks home? Yeah. Why don't you kiss my buzzard? No way. Wouldn't be worth moving. What are we going to do with that money? Save it? I miss being at your... Screaming. Oh my goodness. My back is killing me. Actually, it's not very cold. Yeah, that buzzard is... Not buzzard, the... Going to scream at the... Ooh, did you see that? Those dive bombing... Those little birds, they scare me. I always think they're going to poke my eye out. I wonder, has anybody ever heard of a little birdie hummingbird that pokes their eyes out. Yeah, that's really a genuine eagle, American bald eagle. One of them was flying overhead a little bit ago. Ooh. I'm gonna see what he's doing. I need a good camera. Maybe my husband will get me one for Christmas. He knows I like to do, yep, it's a big bald eagle. He's got his white head, white tail. Oops. Oh, I'm such a good cameraman. Not. I'm horrible. There were 3 bald eagles earlier today, and they were fighting, but I think one of them was a turkey buzzard, and he came up to J.D. Vance and Trump, the 2 American bald eagles sitting on the limb, went out on the limb contemplating how to keep MAGA, when this turkey buzzard interfered with their little chat and introduced himself. Hey, I can do better than these eagles. I was a war hero, and I was in China during their protests. I know it ended in June, but I was there in August, the end of August, so isn't that the same? And I didn't get fired for, my wife and I didn't get fired from high school for, read up on it. And is it true that Uncle Joe would take a shower with his daughter? That was scary. Anyway, shouldn't talk politics, I'll get in trouble here. But I really do think that's Trump and J.D. Vance. And there's my catio. Boggers. My piano. Catio. Buggers. There's buggers. What would you give me to go for a Dunkin' here? Dunkin' Donuts. I can't. Oh, I can't. Oh. Do you see those hummingbirds again? I need a waterproof phone so I can take videos. Ooh, look at that red tree down there. Beautiful. And look at this trees. Did you see that they have the military on standby for Washington, Oregon, and Nevada for civil unrest? Yep. And they're arming some of those people from south on the border are armed to help the military enforce martial law. And our U.S. Constitution will be repudiated exactly as Ellen White had a vision of back in 1900. It's written in the book, The Great Controversy. She said that towards the end of time, the U.S. Constitution will be repudiated. And that was in the book, The Great Controversy. And her vision was from 1902. She also wrote about in the testimonies for the church. You can ask Dr. Ben Carson. He approves this message. He's also the same faith we are. He believes in Ellen White 100%. And Obama's grandfather and his aunts and grandma were all Seventh-day Adventists, baptized Seventh-day Adventists. But his grandpa backed out. He wouldn't get baptized, and he went back to his Muslim faith. But he knows, Obama knows that Ellen White had these visions, and she said that the U.S. Constitution will be done away with, repudiated at the end of time. And in the church testimonies, volume 9, page 11, it says the beginning of the end of time. She had a vision in New York City when these two tall buildings that were built high into the heavens. This was a time, I always worry about a block of ice from their toilet to come down and hit me on the head. That would make a good live, huh? Maybe it'll drop in my pool. But anyway, that was her vision, and it was put in the Adventist Church Testimonies, volume 9, page 11, the beginning of the end. In New York City, in New York City, she saw these twin towers fall and burn as if made of pitch. Now, when she had this vision, the highest building, I think, was two or three stories. There wasn't any skyscrapers back then. And she said it was New York City. And that was the beginning of the end. And she also had some visions that they're just been released. The church didn't want them out there because it creates too much fear. Sounds like a horse, but it's a horsepower. But anyway, that in Tennessee, that Grecian Parthenon that houses a Greek goddess will be hit with a meteor and destroyed, as will some of the businesses and houses. Now, this vision was back in the 1900s or late 1800s. That was long before the NFL had called themselves the Flaming Meteors. Look up their name, NFL. Their logo is a flaming meteor. Why is that? And David Dubine with ADAPT 2030 talks about how we're going into a different solar cycle, none like we've ever had before. Solar cycle 25, maybe even cusping on 26. And we will be having meteors hitting the ground. He says it's going to be scary, and volcanoes will be erupting. Somebody says about the dark day, there'll be 3 days of darkness. That'll be scary. Can you imagine that? Where the sun is blocked out? Most likely from a volcanic eruption that will cause a volcanic winter. Nothing will grow. They had one in New England when it was the year without a summer, where in New England the ground was frozen. Their crops were destroyed. Buggers. Come here, Raggy Doll. Come on, Ragdoll. I have 6 rag dolls. 3 of them are rescued. I bought Buggers from the breeder. I wanted a nice cat. And then when Felix, my favorite cat, was killed, he was my tuxedo cat, and my husband let him out. My husband was sick, and Felix was driving him nuts. And that was the first night I'd ever gotten up in the middle of the night, went to the living room, and Felix wanted to come to me, but Larry, he kept bugging Larry. So Larry just opened this door and let him out. And right there was a coyote or a cougar. We don't know what killed him, but it killed him just within minutes. I was so heartbroken. It's been 2 years. I almost divorced Larry for that. But I thought, he was sick. And the cat, Felix, gets crazy with his meowing. Wouldn't let him sleep. And hey, it's 2 o'clock. It's always 2 o'clock. Anyway, so I bought the ragdoll cats to help me deal with losing Felix. What a mess. Anyway, I gotta close now. My house is always a pigsty. I can't clean it because my back hurts too much. And I haven't been able to find a good housekeeper because of the distance where we are. And everybody wants $45 an hour. There's my Rammerders. Rammy! Kitty, 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 kitty. He's a ragdoll. Bandit! Bandit's cute. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I know I'm long-winded here, and I got a little bit serious, but I'm worried about what's going on. Pray that everybody can be at peace and don't be angry at somebody for what they believe and who they vote for. And remember, God is always in control no matter what. He will put in office who he thinks is best. Look at those. Those birds are so territorial. I warm their water up, their nectar up in the winter. They will die within minutes of their waking up. They got to come out of their torpor. And if you don't have their nectar ready, they will die. Anyway, give me a thumbs up and thank you so much for coming. Cement Shoes, it's been nice seeing you. Go look on my I don't know have you seen my TikTok? My TikTok is with my same name, Rags to Zelda Zelda, Rags to Riches, or Riches to Rags. Oh, the same scammer called you. I gave him your phone number. I had to change my phone number because they kept calling, starting at 4:30 in the morning and till in the afternoon. So, I don't know. Wasn't worth it. Larry said, do you want that worth it? All those scam calls? Yeah, it was. I had fun. Anyway, God bless you all and thank you for coming. Oh, yeah. Oh, and my Liberace was a feral cat, and then he came up missing 2 years ago, day after Valentine's Day. I have a picture of him with a rose. This is all on TikTok. And then he was gone, and then a couple weeks later, two more tuxedo, black and white tuxedo cats showed up. And I said, what the heck? Anyway, we found out that is Liberace's babies. He went down the street and got a cat knocked up. But now one of them, Blaze, he had the funniest look on his face. Looked like he had buck teeth. This is going to be replaced. Anyway, and then I'm going to put in a window over here so I can put my bird feeder out there because I can't get the stuff into the swim spa. Anyway, this is Master Spa, Swim Spa, 15 feet by 8 feet, 4 feet deep. Bloop, 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 bloop. It stays 99 degrees 24/7. Thank you for coming. Bye-bye, and thank you for shopping Kmart.